Hello everyone, this is Natalia and I'm back in the UK and back from my holidays. So I don't know if you had been watching my other videos, but I was in Madeira for a week and it was absolutely beautiful. But I'm back in sunny England, so I brought the sunshine back with me. Thank goodness, because we've had a really terrible summer so far, but hopefully everything is changing now. We seem to have broken the back of the horrible weather that we've been getting, and hopefully sunshine all the way from now on. So this is my weekly message for all of you, all of us, should I say, for the week commencing, it should have been the 18th, and I was travelling all day yesterday, and I didn't get back home until quite late. So I'm going to call it the week commencing the 19th of July. And actually, let me tell you something about these little messages that I do every week. There are only about between 200 to 400 views of this video. So that makes it quite an intimate reading. And so if you are watching it, if you stumble across it on YouTube, or if you subscribe to me or follow me on my Angel Lady page on Facebook, then there's a strong chance that this message is speaking directly to you because of the small numbers of views that I'm getting. So really take notice of the words within this message and look inside yourself and see where this relates and resonates with you in your own life. So I'm going to have a look at 2 cards today, simply because I didn't do this yesterday, and also because it's a special week this week. And we have the full moon happening in the sign of Capricorn. So hello to all of you lovely Capricorns out there who are listening to this, or if you have Capricorn anywhere in your chart. But also, if we all experience the effects and the power of the full moon. And so this will affect you and your star sign. You can have a look at a astrological transits calculator, and I'm going to leave a link to one below this video actually, and you can see where the full moon is actually affecting you in your particular chart. So I've got 2 cards, and my first card for you today is the message from the angels. So what is this week all about? And it's an absolutely magnificent card, and I'm so glad to draw this personally because I need a bit of this, and I'm sure all of you do. And this card is the Empress. This is the card that is the 3rd of the major arcana, if you're familiar with traditional tarot. And in the angel tarot, it follows the format of the traditional major arcana, but instead of having this ancient imagery that normal tarot has, we have archangels depicted as each of the major arcanas. These cards are, people often ask me about them, they are the Angel Tarot deck by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine, and they are really beautiful cards, and I find them very rich with symbolism and so many messages that can be interpreted in so many different ways, and that's why I love them so much. But if you have a look at this particular image, as we have the Archangel Gabrielle, or Gabriel, depending on how you pronounce it, and she was the messenger angel who was who actually came and told Mary about the impending birth of Jesus Christ, and also John the Baptist, and told his mother as well. So Archangel Gabrielle is a messenger. She brings good news about good fortune, and she's often depicted as either being pregnant or holding a baby, and she often holds a trumpet as well when you see pictures of her. And that's because she announces things out of the blue. Then the vibration of the number 3 is all about communication. It's about this kind of good fortune. So it's about those milestones in life, you know. They're not the culmination of things, but they're milestones where we just get to a place where we think, yes, we feel good, we've achieved something. And the number 3 is also about the ascended masters. So it's about, you know, whatever religion you are, or whatever faith system you have, then there will be an ascended master that you will probably align yourself with in some way. So it might be Kuan Yin, it might be Buddha, it might be Jesus, it might be, all of these different deities or these saints or masters who have walked the earth at some point and then ascended and become this kind of revered people. And so they're aligning themselves with us this week. So whoever you are particularly fond of in terms of those ascended masters, then that energy is around you this week. So it's a very, very powerful card, this one. And it speaks of giving birth to something, so creating something. It's aligned with the sacral chakra, which is the second chakra in the body, which is just below the navel. And the chakras are the energy centers in the body. And they are what carries the current of energy around our system and enables us to ground ourselves, but also to connect to our higher selves through this kind of channel of this line of energy centers from the base of the spine right to the crown of the head. And so the sacral chakra is where the reproductive system is in the body. So it's all about being able to create something, being able to come up with bright ideas, being able to get those ideas off the ground, because the sacral chakra is so grounded, it's rooted, it's very close to the ground. And so this card is asking you this week to pay careful attention to any ideas that you've had, to not doubt yourself in any way that you're able to get something off the ground, that you are not deserving of great abundance, because you are. Look at Archangel Gabrielle there. Her light, when you meditate with Archangel Gabrielle, is golden, glittering golden light, because she brings abundance to us. She connects us to our life purpose in terms of what we should be doing in a worldly sense. She will often come to us and announce things, so we'll get like a bolt out of the blue, some flash of inspiration popping up into our mind, and it enables us to act upon that. She's also great if you make things, if you write, or you take photographs, or you do anything creative. So she helps you to nurture that and to bring it to fullness. But also, she's about nurturing you. So we had this last week. We had the Queen of Water, where we were being asked to nurture ourselves. And you can see how Archangel Gabrielle is nursing this baby, and she's taking great care of it, because it's going to grow into this wonderful ascended master eventually, and be an inspiration to the world for centuries to come. And the power and the role that you have is none less important. So it's all about, you are being nurtured right now, and you need to nurture yourself, because no matter what it is that you were meant to come here to do, it's very, very important. And never doubt that, okay? That is the message for us all this week. Isn't that lovely? And then I talked about the full moon. So if you're in the UK, the full moon is happening today on the 19th of July at 11:56, so very close to midnight, in the sign of Capricorn. But if you are in different parts of the world, I think on the southern hemisphere, it's actually happening on the 20th of July. And in the northern hemisphere, it's happening at some point on the 19th of July. So the full moon this time, the card that I've drawn here comes from the Soul's Journey lesson cards. And the card that I've drawn here is trust. So this full moon is bringing to fullness your sense of trust. Trusting that your inner voice will always guide you correctly. That is our affirmation. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. And our inner voice is about authenticity. And while I was on holiday, I had this great sense of the throat chakra being important this week. And so I drew this card again. And that really, that fits with my sense of my intuition telling me about the throat chakra. So I did some meditation with my throat chakra this week. And the throat chakra is all about our authentic self. It's about speaking our truth. So what is it that you need to speak up about at this full moon? What is it that you need to release in terms of things that you want to say, who you want to be? So where are you maybe trapping yourself into something that isn't you? And that needs to get released. So the full moon will see to that. But also, this throat chakra is not just about speaking our truth. It's about owning up to the truth. So sometimes people tell us things. They give us information, or we hear things about ourselves, and we don't necessarily want to hear it, but it is the truth. And it's about facing up to that truth, about listening and really fully hearing that truth, because the truth will set us free. That is the great saying, and it is so true. So enjoy this full moon energy. It's been rather intense, I have to say. The moon has been particularly bright, and when it's like that, it's very close to the earth. It's got some kind of extra power about it. And I know that quite a few people around me, the tempers have been frayed, and people are behaving a little bit erratically. So this too will pass. We will be experiencing much calmer times by the time we get to tomorrow. So if you're listening to this around the time of the full moon, then just go with that energy, and whatever it needs to release in you, it will release. And good luck with that. So have a wonderful week. Have a fantastic full moon, and I hope it brings everything that you need it to bring for you. And I look forward to catching up with you again next week.